Hello guys. Every time I get a new interest of any kind, whether it be a show or a game or anything of the sort, I have the urge to make OCs for it. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, just showing off some OCs I've made for Glaggleland. I won't make this intro too long, let's get into it. Goober, or Goob for short, is the first OC that came to mind when I was getting interested in Glaggleland, and so her design was the easiest to make. I didn't have to go through a bunch of sketches or revisions, I just kind of started drawing and it just worked. Goob is like this very enthusiastic, optimistic, and determined individual. She's very bubbly, very friendly, and I feel like that came across well in her design with her very round, fluffy fur and her colorful arm warmers. I also knew from her conception that I wanted her to wear a hat. I didn't know what kind of hat. In some of my concept sketches, she wears a backwards baseball cap. I ultimately settled on a beanie. The hat was originally just a little accessory that I thought was cute, but now it's more story relevant. So that's fun. I like when that happens with designs, where just silly little elements that I thought looked cute become integral to the character. In Goob's case, her hat is a comfort item of hers that she refuses to take off outside of sleeping and stuff. I really enjoy how simplistic and appealing her design is. There's not too much going on, there's just enough to where she feels unique. And that's what I strive for with a lot of my character designs, for them to be simplistic but unique. Overall, Goob's design is very simple, clean, and cute, and it portrays her bubbly personality very well. I really like how it turned out, and I hope you guys like it too. The next character I am drawing is Dreamy. I went along with this kind of alien-esque creature design that is very space-themed. His ears are very bunny-like, which I feel makes him look very cute. I actually struggled a lot with this drawing, off-screen, meaning I didn't actually save the speed paints or even the drawings at all of my previous attempts of his design, simply because I just really wasn't satisfied with them, and I deleted them out of frustration. Though I wish I could have included those to show you guys that the process of making a character design isn't always as simple as you just open up the drawing app and draw and it turns out great the first time. Originally, his colors were going to be directly picked from the original cheer design, but I ended up not liking how that looked. It didn't fit the space theming. It looked more sunsetty, which could have been interesting in its own right. I just didn't like that for this character. Personality-wise, I imagine this guy is very silly, whimsical, and friendly, though a bit socially inept, not really understanding how to start or continue a conversation. I imagine that when Dreamy gets nervous, he actually teleports away from whoever he's talking to. But despite this, he actually really enjoys throwing parties. He can't socialize, but he likes planning parties and allowing other people to have fun. It's just that he usually doesn't get to enjoy the socializing aspect himself. I imagine him getting really close with Goob, even through his struggles with social interaction. Mimi is another one where I pretty much knew exactly what I was doing with her going into the design. The vibes I was going for is kind of hard to describe. I knew I kind of wanted to do this business casual type thing, though I didn't know how far to go with it. At one point I thought of the idea of giving her a skirt with these thigh highs with garters, and I was unsure about whether to go with that or to just have her in full business attire. Ultimately, I decided to go with the thigh highs with garters because it looks cute, and sometimes with character design, you just want to go with what looks cute. It doesn't exactly go against her character in any way either, so I thought it worked. So, if you're not familiar with Glaggleland, there are these creatures called infusions that, kind of kill glaggles. This character is an infusion, but specifically she is a mimic. And that is the reason her name is Mimi. It's literally just mimic without the C. I imagine that in a story she would kind of function as a twist villain, but it wouldn't actually be a twist. Like, you would be told what she is, but it's a twist to the characters in the story. Like, they don't know that. And since she's going to be a villain later on, I wanted her to look kind of big and threatening, though throughout the story she would pretend to be like kind of a bimbo. I don't feel like she fits the description of a typical bimbo, but that's the best way I can describe her. But yeah, her design's very simple, very symmetrical, but I generally like how it turned out. I think she's very cute, but I feel like she could also be decently scary. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I do plan to make more characters for this world in particular, so if you want to see more of that, let me know. And also let me know if you would like to know more story details, because I only gave bits and pieces within this video, though I am really invested in the story I have in mind for these characters. With that being said, like the video if you enjoyed, maybe even subscribe if you really want to.